grab the shooter, or if I should grab the baby, or if I should grab Tymeir. But I was willing to die.
A mother willing to give up her own life to save her son. A family torn apart. Two brothers get into a fight. Suddenly, one pulls a gun and kills the other. Noel Williams sat down with the family as they try to put into words exactly what they're going through.
On the evening of October 3rd, 2023, a routine family gathering turned into a nightmare on Cleveland's east side. The family was at their mother, Pinky Hale's new home on East 117th Street, helping her move. According to Pinky, the two brothers got into a minor verbal disagreement. Nothing loud or physical at first. But suddenly, Rodney pulled out a gun during the argument and opened fire on his brother. Cleveland police later confirmed that officers responded around that time and found Tymeir Hale-Dial on the ground outside the home with multiple gunshot wounds to his upper back and head. The altercation had escalated in an instant, and the unthinkable happened. Rodney shot Tymeir several times at close range.
I ain't got at no club. I don't want to drink. I don't want to do drugs. You tell them no, they're going to stop showing love. It is what it is. It was what it was. I don't even care about
What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to Crime the E-Way, where we dive into true crime stories that's happening all over the urban and African American communities. So like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to it.
Be lit for God like can do. It's nothing in life that I can't do. All my blessings coming through. I'm like, what can't G?
Grab the shooter, or if I should grab the baby, or if I should grab Tymeir. But I was willing to die.
A mother willing to give up her own life to save her son. A family torn apart. Two brothers get into a fight. Suddenly, one pulls a gun and kills the other. Noel Williams sat down with the family as they try to put into words exactly what they're going through.
The tears just won't stop.
I'm never going to be the same without him.
A mother grieving the loss of her son, a son she watched take his last breath. Tymeir Hale-Dial shot and killed outside his mom's house on East 127th Street. What's worse, Pinky Hale says it was another son that pulled the trigger. She says she was moving into her new home. Tymeir, along with her 19-year-old son, were there to help. As she was holding her young granddaughter in her arms, she says the brothers started arguing.
They was having a disagreement, not loud or fighting or nothing. And his brother shot him. In my mind, I thought, would he shoot the baby? Would he shoot me?
I spoke to Cleveland police about the shooting, but they would only say it was an ongoing investigation. As Hale tries to piece together what happened, she relives that moment on a daily basis.
And he begged him to stop. He begged him over and over again, and he just stood over him and shot him some more.
Tymeir's family tells me the 23-year-old was a true family man to his parents, siblings, and beautiful 1-year-old daughter.
Man, like, you know, the show Raymond, everybody loved Raymond. That's him. Everybody loved him.
Hale says she hasn't seen or talked to her 19-year-old son since the shooting a week ago. She has only one thing to say to him.
Turn yourself in. Don't hurt anybody else.
Immediately after the shooting, Rodney Curlee Jr. fled the scene. Cleveland police identified him as the suspect and obtained an arrest warrant the very next day. For several weeks, Rodney remained on the run. His mother pleaded through the media for him to turn yourself in. Don't hurt anybody else. Just turn yourself in. But Rodney did not surrender initially, prompting a multi-agency manhunt. The case was taken up by the U.S. Marshals Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force, indicating the urgency and seriousness of capturing him. After 6 weeks as a fugitive, Rodney Curlee Jr. was finally located and arrested on November 16, 2023. U.S. Marshals tracked him to a house on Cleveland's west side near the 1800 block of Rabun Road. He had been hiding in the basement of a relative's home, trying to lay low. Even then, Rodney refused to come out at first when officers surrounded the house. It wasn't until officers announced that they would release a canine police dog to search for him that Rodney finally surrendered. He gave himself up and was taken into custody without further incident.
Apart as a man learns his punishment for killing his own brother, shooting him 16 times, emotion spilling outside of the courtroom.
Exactly right. The families for each of the brothers fighting in the hallway seconds later. New at 6, Brittany Weir with what sparked screaming, yelling, and that near fight in the courthouse.
A fight broke out right after the sentencing for Rodney Curlee. He is charged with killing his own brother. Both families screaming at each other in the hallway right outside the courtroom. The father of the victim upset because he wasn't present when the sentence was handed down. You got my son killed! They killed my son! Tymeir Hale-Dial's family is furious. They wanted justice for their loved one, but they never got the chance to tell a judge how Tymeir's death will forever affect them.
My son had a father, and I'm here, and I was present. He's dead. He's not here.
20-year-old Rodney Curlee convicted of murdering Tymeir. The two men were half-brothers. Tymeir's family tells me there was some sort of mix-up over the time of today's sentencing. After learning of this, Judge Margaret Russo pulled Tymeir's family into the courtroom, apologizing for any confusion.
I never told anybody anywhere to tell anybody they couldn't come in. This is a public courtroom. You're all allowed in.
Raymond Curlee was convicted of involuntary manslaughter along with other charges. The prosecution revealing that Raymond shot Tymeir 16 times as he tried to run away.
Tymeir made a statement to his brother, Mr. Curlee, "You're not anything without your gun." And Rodney's response was, "I don't fight, I kill. I shoot to kill."
Rodney and Tymeir's mother in tears as she took the stand, explaining how she lost both of her sons that day.
And I know he did what he did, and he ruined my life. And he took Tymeir's life, and he ruined his own life.
Rodney was sentenced to 23 years in prison. As part of a plea deal, the mother of both boys signed off on a lesser sentence. Normally, everyone, including the victim's family, needs to be aware of the plea deal. However, Tymeir's father said he never knew.
She should have never been able to sign off on something when she was the main person, the reason why my son is dead.
The father of the victim handed the judge the letter that he never got to read in court, wondering if it would have made a difference. In Cleveland, Brittany Weir, 19 News.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Crime the E-Way for more stories like these.